Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Albie here. If you've been hanging out with me for a while, you've kind of seen my channel go through a few different phases, and more specifically recently I've been doing a lot of hauling and shopping. So in this video I just kind of want to share with you guys a little bit of what I'm working on in our apartment, as well as a little bit more shopping. If you do not know who I am, if this is your first time here, my name is Albie. I'm an online interior designer and decor stylist, helping clients create their dreamscapes. And with that, I am also constantly working on my own dreamscape. So let us jump into this video. We live in a rental, but it is a choice that we've made until we get the home that we want. And in the meantime, we want to make this place feel like home, feel like us. It's been a process, so I will go through phases of a lot of shopping, living with things, processing, all that jazz, do nothing, and then go through another phase of a whole lot of shopping again. So recently I've been doing a whole lot of shopping, and that is in part because I am working on a few rooms in the apartment. So you guys are already seen me start my bathroom refresh, which is pretty much, I want to say, like done. Maybe just a few final tweaks, but I want to say it is pretty much exactly where I want it. So I definitely will be sharing that reveal. My office has been a work in progress since the very absolute beginning, and I want to say it is about like 83% complete, but that is something that I've been working on. And lastly, I have been working on, well, not have been, will be working on the living room and balcony, primarily the balcony. The balcony is attached to our living room, so with that, like I said, the living room will be getting some tweaks and things done to it, but I really want to focus on the balcony. So that is what a lot of the shopping that I've been doing has been a reflection of, really finishing touches here and there. But those three rooms, the bathroom, my office, and the living room slash balcony, have really been a big focus. A lot of times we hear about like transformations and things, and it's almost always from the voice of a home owner. And I know, as someone who has been a lifelong renter, I know firsthand how hard it may be sometimes to get insight that's relevant to us. You know, your apartment can still feel like yourself. It can still feel personalized and unique and like home. And so that is why I'm really excited to be sharing this with you guys. So I just kind of want to share my renter's refresh journey with you guys as well, because we plan on staying here, God willing, until we get the home that we want, and that can be a whole other conversation. So one of the first things I recently got from Amazon was a pair of drape tiebacks or holdbacks. Basically things to keep the drapes open. They go on the wall and can kind of just cuff the drapes behind them. I got them in black. They, like I said, are from Amazon, part of their Amazon Basics line. Super dope, right? Like that Amazon Basics has this. I got them in black, even though the drapery hardware is like bronze. It's not our hardware. It's the landlord's hardware. We just chose to keep it up. Like, she gave us the option to keep it and we chose to. But I didn't want to get my tie back hardware to match that, because that's not necessarily what I would have in our next place, but I know black hardware is. Also from Amazon, I got a set of acrylic legs that I'm so geeked about. These are clear acrylic legs. They're tapered, so they kind of have that mid-century modern silhouette, and they're perfect for cabinets, for sofas, for chairs, any piece of furniture you could think of that needs legs. But I'm like super impressed by the quality. I was actually inspired by, if you saw my latest, well, the last online design that I posted, and I'll link that up above, the dining room sideboard that we chose for that project had lucite legs, like these beautifully tapered lucite legs, and that was what I kept having in mind this whole time. I found those legs, but for the price, I was just like, you know, actually. And so I went with the ones I went with. I absolutely love them. Super excited about that. I also got a little bit practical but still stylistic pieces. A new knife block. Our knife set came in a clear stand, which we loved. Like, I'm probably gonna keep it just in case we decide to go back to it at a later time. Like, I loved the open minimalistic look of it, but what was happening is, because we have all upper cabinets, really no matter where we put the knife block, we were like running into the cabinet every time we tried to pull a knife out. And so I found a slanted knife block, stainless steel, and it has like a black grass, so to speak, inside of it, and that's what you put the knives in. I love the look. It works with all of our appliances. Like I said, stainless steel and black, so super love it. Definitely works for us. Also got some new night lights, but less about night lights, but kind of like really just having strategic lighting for the apartment. As you should know by now, but if you don't, I'll tell you, I'm really big on incorporating elements of hygge in our home, and lighting is definitely a huge component of creating a hygge atmosphere. And I don't like having lights on all the time. Realistically, there are things that require lighting, and so we wanted to just kind of have these like strategic lit spots throughout the apartment, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in the entryway. Came as a set of 4. They're super bright, and they're basically just triggered by it being dark. So you plug them in, that's what powers them, and then when the lights are off, they're on. Simple. So also from Amazon, and to kind of give you guys a little sneak peek at what I plan on doing on the balcony, I got this hanging planter stand. And if you guys saw my spring hygge haul, where I purchased the macrame hanging mirror and macrame banner for the fireplace, this is from that same seller, so it's also macrame, and it is a hanging stand. And so this is something that I plan on hanging on the balcony and just having some planters sit on. So I'm really excited about having this, really adding that textural element outside, but tying it to what's happening inside. So excited. I got some new plants, well, herbs. Plan on growing some herbs, so I got some new planters, pots, whatever you want to call them. Super excited about that. So that's all that I want. Thank you if you are not new to my channel. If you're subscribed to my channel, thank you for coming back. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being part of my process, and letting me share this process with you. If you are new, you should subscribe. While I do this professionally, I do believe that design is subjective, and if me sharing my personal design journey in addition to like something I do for clients or whatever, if anything that you get from me inspires you in any type of way to just love your space, then I've done my job. And so if you're not subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you do subscribe, so that we can keep doing this and I can just keep sharing with you. Again, thank you for hanging out today, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.